Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. We're back here looking at cryptocurrency, so let's get straight into it. First of all, just taking a quick update on Bitcoin. We can see we've had finally, looks like we might actually have a red day. I think we're due a bit of a correction. We had what is like 10 straight green candles in a row. I've heard this is actually the first time, or like maybe the second time this has ever happened. So I think we are due for a correction. I don't think this is really too sustainable. I mean, we kind of wick down. We kind of had this wick down to 36 and then another wick down to 38. Maybe we will bounce off 41. This could become support here. We've got the cross on the moving averages. I'm not sure about this. I think we're due for a run on the alts. If we take a look today, we've actually had a really good run on the alts anyway. So taking a quick look at a Bitcoin dominance chart, again we are kind of moving away from this trend line. I think we are due to come down and test it again, and then probably get some resistance once we get to 50%, like I said previously. DeFi index is hitting the top of this kind of weak pattern. Actually, we don't really have many meetings, just 2 meetings here. Maybe you could say 3 or 2 meetings here. So let's see, hopefully we break out of this. I'm not really going to be making any trades. I've just got all my stuff on DeFi, so I'm kind of hoping that pumps a bit. Let's take a look at the winners on CoinGecko. We've got Neo, which earlier in the day was up 40%. I wonder if we've got some news around that. No news I can find on that. Why are we not getting the logo? No news I can find on that. Neo's smart contract platform. So there should be DeFi coming to that soon. Quantum also got some smart contracts as well. So as you can see, 4chain actually been doing very well this week. That's one I would quite like to have. I've got some Qtum and Neo, by the way. Chainlink, another one that's been doing well this week. Solana, Decred. As a whole bunch just done quite well. There's a whole bunch that's done quite well, really. So taking a look at the altcoin season indicator, what I think might happen is we might get some kind of dip into Bitcoin season, and then a real strong rally on the alts, and then straight into a kind of longer Bitcoin season. And that sounds kind of like a bit of a meme, but I think the altcoins took a real beating as Bitcoin sort of halved in value. And taking a look at the fear and greed, we are into greed already at 42k. I mean, all these things combined, and this run on Bitcoin, that kind of 10-day run, it's making me feel a little bit unsure about that. And then I think we are going to hit some resistance at this 200-day moving average and this kind of previous trend line. This possible previous trend line, which we had 2 points meet. So the big news yesterday was Congress. They are planning some regulation on cryptocurrencies, especially stable coins. So US Representative Ted Budd said that some of his colleagues believe stablecoins and DeFi could lead to a financial equivalent of the September 11 attacks. In an interaction with Chris Cameron of MakerDAO, US legislator Ted Budd discussed stablecoin regulation with MakerDAO. Wow. Budd said that some US legislators in Congress think stablecoins pose a great threat to national security. I mean, in some ways, I guess they are replacing central banks, right? and then they are also centralized authorities, right? However, Bird clarified that he did not agree with such statements and emphasized on embracing blockchain through regulation. I think it's still got a long way to go, right? But the kind of writing is on the wall. What I would say about this is we are living through like inflationary times, and stable coins are going to be inflating as well if they're pegged to the US dollar. And if you want to escape this kind of inflation, which I think is only increasing, being in altcoins and stable coins is risky, if you ask me. You're taking on a lot of risk, this kind of regulation. And of course, if the currencies are inflating, then the altcoins really, who's going to be wanting to hold meme coins or altcoins when, you know, the US dollar is inflating like crazy, like every month? I mean, we're already on like 1.52% every month. So the big takeaway from this would be make sure you've got a decent position in Bitcoin, or that's my current thinking around this. I'm also thinking that this is a big plus and could be a big narrative towards decentralized stablecoins. So of course MakerDAO is a decentralized stablecoin, which is kind of unusual. This article is talking about MakerDAO rather than like US dollar Tether or USDC, because, and you know, they're like over collateralized, as it says here, where when we're talking about US dollar Tether, we've got this 49% backed by unspecified commercial paper. But it's a good reason. We've been talking about in the chat, I think Crypto Knight was saying, you know, pointed something good out, that okay, if you're going to borrow USDT, which I am doing on AAVE, then hopefully it does go under it. Okay, so I've got some excellent news for you guys. If you have been involved in DFYN, a lot of people actually speculating this was going to happen. So good on you if you got on this. And there's going to be a DFYN airdrop. So let's take a read. On May 21st, we announced an airdrop of DFYN tokens to our community of early supporters. To qualify the airdrop, participants had to be a liquidity provider on DFYN Exchange or swap assets on DFYN prior to the May 1st cutoff date. So May 1st, I think I made the channel in March. So it is fairly early in my channel. So this is the breakdown. If you're a trader, you got an airdrop of 80, and if you're a liquidity provider, you got an airdrop of 80. And this is going to be paid in DFYN. They also got a spreadsheet here. You can check this CSV on Google Sheets and search your address on there. So they say a total of 5,900. So they say a total of 591,000 DFYN tokens will be airdropped to the community over the period of the next 1 month. Right, I just say next month. Instead of airdropping all the tokens at once, the tokens will be airdropped in 4 tranches. The airdrop will be starting on August 15th with the following tranches. Am I pronouncing that correct? On August 25th, September 5th, and September 15th. So they're just going to airdrop it to your wallet. So here's my address on the spreadsheet. So it says I'm due 160. And then you're going to get 40 on each pay date, which is August 15th. So it's about 2 weeks from now, and then 10 days after that, another 10 days after that, and another 10 days after that. So that's a nice surprise. That's a pretty decent airdrop. What, $160? Can't complain really, but it's not really Uniswap levels. Looking at the chart, we are right down. Just looking at DEX Guru chart, we are almost back to where we were in May. Hopefully this is gonna reverse soon. I think a lot of things on Polygon is really suffering, and I'm expecting there will be some kind of revival soon. Another big piece of news is the Certik audit is complete on Adamant Finance. Finally, how long did we wait for this? Not like we've been treating it like it's completely safe anyway. The Certik audit has been completed and is available for all to view. Summary of the report: no critical issues were found. The audit results indicate there were 5 major findings with 2 resolved issues and 3 partially resolved issues. 6 medium findings with 5 issues resolved were also found. We recommend reading a full PDF for more details. As well, see our breakdown of certain contract owner privileges here. So taking a look, no critical findings, 5 major findings with just 2 resolved, 6 medium findings, 5 resolved, and 6 minor findings, none resolved. So what are these 3 major findings? Got to be honest, a lot of this is just completely going over my head, but so we've got a total of 5 major and 2 were resolved and 3 were partially resolved, and you can certainly see the quality difference with this audit. It's very well presented. So they also posted a response to this and an explanation of the ones which were partially resolved, and I'm not really going to go through that in too much detail, but I'm going to be sort of reading about that as well. You also got to factor in, I can't really explain a lot of this in detail. I'm not really qualified. I don't have the depth of knowledge to really explain this to you, but also have to consider that this project has been running for a long period of time now, and that does say a lot for how safe the project is. But of course we can't completely rely on this, so I will be having trying to get my head around all these things. So of course we can't completely rely on that, so I will be reading into this a little bit more and trying to get my head around all of these things. Feel free to take a look at it yourself, see what you think about it, come in the Telegram group and see if there's anything else that you've noticed on here which you think is a critical kind of risk. But for me, it's really encouraging that they've created a page here and explained a lot of these things in detail. And to be honest, I'm not really concerned too much about this at all. Whether that's a bit naive, it's up to you to decide. So I did decide to start creating an ADI wrapped ETH pool on Adamant. The API is crashing pretty quickly actually. I think when I last made a video a couple of days ago, it was like over 1,000. Now we're down to 874. I decided I'm not gonna go with the lock. I'm just kind of scared, you know, like what I have to wait. It's gonna be even longer now. What, like 25 days now, 30 days? Last time I checked it was like 20 days. Just to like be safe and get my get what I put in back out. So in this case, what, 388, it was going to take like 25, 30 days to get that back, because I'm just waving goodbye to that if I'm gonna. This is based on a 3-year lock. And then what, so you're betting on like 2-3 months, right? At least 2 months. And then even in like 2 months, have you got as much as the rewards plus what I can withdraw from my staked? I'm not sure. I don't really like that. And with DFYN and some other projects that I'm in that I've got things locked, I don't want to lock too many things, you know. I need to be able to move stuff around. I'm not sure when I might need capital, but it is good, you know, if you're going to invest in something, it's good to have a longer time horizon. Otherwise you're just kind of gambling, really. So I'm just going to stick with this. I keep building my pool as I'm going, and I'm happy to, you know, I'm not greedy. 567% APR, you can't really complain, right? Okay, so onto the comments. Outfit asked if I can do a video on Olympus DAO. So just taking a look, it looks like I don't really understand it, to be honest. I love the website, looks really cool. Love the thematics. APY 17k, seems alright, right? But I don't really get it. It's like it's a DAO, right? And it's a stable coin, dollar peg stable. They're creating a stable coin which is not pegged to the dollar. That's what I understand from it. The dollar is controlled by the US government and by the Federal Reserve. This means depreciation of the dollar also means depreciation of the stable coins. Olympus DAO aims to solve this by creating a non-pegged stablecoin called OHM, focusing on supply growth rather than price appreciation. Olympus DAO hopes that OHM can function as a currency that is able to hold its purchasing power regardless of market volatility. So no, OHM is not a stablecoin. So it's an algorithmic reserve currency backed by other decentralized assets. OHM is backed, not pegged. OHM is backed by $1, not pegged to it. Because the treasury backs every OHM with at least 1 DAI, the protocol will buy back and burn OHM when it trades below 1 DAI. So I don't really understand it. If it's only backed by 1 DAI, then how is it not linked to a stable coin? You might say that OHM floor price is intrinsic value of 1 DAI. We believe that the actual price will always be 1 DAI plus premium, but in the end that is up to the market to decide. So what they got, protocol treasury, bond mechanism, staking rewards. So what can you do? There's 3 actions you can take: stake, bond, or sell. To be honest, there's a lot of stuff. It's pretty dense. And I'm not really a big fan of rebase coins. But anyway, I'm gonna try and read into this. I'm gonna try and watch some videos and get my head around it. Taking a look on CoinGecko, yesterday this was in top 100, or the day before that. Now we are down 29%. Wow, even as a lot of the alts are doing really well. We've got a total supply 1 million, price of 397. The chart is the chart doesn't look too bad, and it's only available on SushiSwap. Yeah, the big thing for me I noticed straight away is on Ethereum. So I don't know what the transaction fees are like for Ethereum actually. Transaction fees are really low on Ethereum right now, so maybe that's a possibility, but it's still on Ethereum. There's still ETH transaction fees. It's a bit I'm going to keep looking at it and keep posting some coins. Are you getting any altcoins? I think now might be a good time at least to start putting a little bit of money here and there in the altcoins. It's not financial advice, that's just what I'm thinking. So feel free to put what altcoins you're looking at if you've got any suggestions in the comments, and definitely we can take a look at it in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this video. I think that's just going to be it for today. Got lots more I want to talk about, but I kind of want to break it down into shorter videos as possible. I don't want to do these kind of longer ranty videos. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.